Well, good morning. Welcome back to Tail 3 Cabins. I've had my Polaris 570 midsize now for 3 years. Originally traded out two of my older ATVs. I had a Yamaha 450 Kodiak, which is essentially same as a Grizzly nowadays. And then I had a Can-Am 650 one-up type of ATV. And I enjoyed having both of those. It was nice having them down here on the property. It really opened up getting back to the far reaches of our property back here because a lot of it is uphill. So it made things a lot nicer to get access everywhere. Helped out in deer hunting. But utility-wise, there's limitations for it. You can only carry so much. So then I decided to get rid of both of those. And I ended up getting this. This is a 2020 Polaris. I did a few modifications when I first got it. I wanted to put a winch on it because of our steep hills. I put the light bar and a roof on here. I put some lights in the back. Not too many modifications, but just enough to make things a little bit nicer. Then I also got this plastic windshield, which just straps on with Velcro. Pretty easy to put on. I never really put the Velcro strips on the bottom because I just didn't want to mar things. In a pinch it was good, especially if it was raining outside or snowing. Or very cold to keep the wind off you when you're going up our hill or traveling around here. But it has its limitations. You really can't go high speeds without this thing kind of folding in on itself. It gets condensation on the inside and on the outside. So I purchased this off of Facebook Marketplace, and it was just like, I think $15. It was just drop off the money in a little box, and they had it sitting there on their porch at the time. So it was kind of a no-brainer for me to just have something quick and dirty to give me a windshield when I wanted it and take it off when I didn't need it in the summer months. So this served this purpose, and I'll still hang on to it, but I'm thinking that it might be best for me to try out a half windshield, and I'm not sure how a half windshield is going to work out. I'm testing out the Starknight. It's made out of polycarbonate, and it's pretty easy to put on, just 2 straps. So this is a half windshield made by a company named Starknight that carries a lot of other UTV accessories and ATV accessories. But it's basically going to fit right in here, and it's molded, has some seals here around the bottom. I'll take this off in a little bit, and then it'll just use 2 straps. I have got some cabling running up through here, but I don't think that is going to interfere with it at all. But let me go do a test without any windshield on, just get some reference on wind speeds. And then we'll come back, put this on, and we'll see if there's a difference. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this off, I'm going to go for a ride, and I'm going to pull out this little wind meter here, and I'm going to test the wind as I'm riding down the road. I'm going to try to keep it at about 25 miles per hour, top of my head level, over here around neck level, and then down here. See what the wind is like. Put on the half windshield, and then do the same test again, and just see just how much it does help and keep the wind off you. So let me get this off, and we'll get the test started. Okay, here we go. Alright, so that was 30 miles an hour, and the top speed I got wind-wise down here by the steering wheel level was 11 miles per hour wind speed. Okay, we're going to do the same thing again, but this time I'm just going to bring the wind meter up to about chin level for me. I'm going to go in the same direction. It's pretty calm out, so I really don't have to worry about wind, I don't think. But I'll go in the same direction just to keep all the parameters the same, and we'll see what the top wind speed is. Okay, that was 21.4 miles per hour at chin level. Let me go back, and we'll go just a little bit higher to the top of my head, and we'll get a reading from that. Okay. This one I'm going to have it basically at the top of my head, or maybe a little above the brim of my hat. Okay, and that was the strongest yet. That was 25 miles per hour, and again I'm peaking the UTV be out at 30 miles per hour. So let's go back and put the windshield on. Okay. So again, this just kind of fits in that little divot there. This little ridge here is supposed to point outside to deflect your wind up and away. And then we've got these two straps, one on each side. Take off the protective cover here. And you just loop it back around. Make sure you're good and tight. And that's all there is to it. So with the rubber gasket that you can see that goes all the way around the windshield, it makes a nice snug fit. It fits tightly in the grooves of my A-post on the UTV. One strap holds it in there, and after numerous test drives, the windshield itself did not vibrate, did not come loose. It was in there fairly snug, so that just gives you an idea of what the fit is. So I do have some cabling running up here to power this light bar. Also, the cables run up along this post and go to the back to power the two rear LED lights for the bed back here. But that doesn't seem to interfere with anything. It doesn't interfere with any of my cable zip ties. Everything seems pretty snug. Let's go back out, do a test drive, get our wind meter out, and do another 3 tests on the different heights and see how much less, hopefully less wind resistance there is on the inside. Okay, down here around the steering level height, first test. That was 0 miles per hour. These propellers didn't even spin the whole time. Okay, test number 2. This is going to be chin level for me. That was 3.4 miles per hour compared to the other one. I'll have to check with it, but I thought it was around 11 or 12. Let's go back and do the final one up here. All right, it's going to be hat level, brim of my hat, last test. Peaked at 24 miles per hour, which I think was close to what the first one was, but we'll compare that with the video. Real quick, I just decided, well, I'm going to take my front windshield and just strap it on the back here just for an experiment and see if it made any difference. Because I'm kind of thinking about just leaving this on back here just to have. It won't keep some of that dust coming back through the back part when you're on a dusty road. and I just thought I'd see if it made any difference with the wind coming from the front, having this on the back, which it really didn't. It dropped it down like maybe 2 miles per hour. Okay, so there you have it, this Starknight half windshield. It's going to cut down some of that wind going against your chest, but it's not going to cut out all the wind. It's still going to give you some circulation up here. So it's also probably not going to be too good if it starts raining. If you're at slower speeds, maybe it'll help you out a little bit. Cuts down on some of the wind resistance, which is what some people want, and they still want to get some air circulation, especially on hot, sticky days. That's it. Tell me what you think about half windshields, if you think they're worth it or not. They do have foldable ones. They do have the full windshield. I could still put on the plastic one on top of this if I want to. So I can leave this on here and use it, cut down on some of the wind on the chillier days going up and down the hill. If it's raining out or snowing or something like that, I could probably still put the plastic one on without really inhibiting this, and just putting on 2 of the straps of the plastic one and just letting the rest of it lay. I could probably sneak another strap down around here if I had to. But give me your opinion on different windshields out there. What do you like, and why do you have a folding windshield or half windshield or a full windshield for that matter? All right, so I've said I had this for 3 years now, and I do miss the old ATVs that I had a little bit, just a little bit. I kind of like give you that motorcycle feel going through the woods. But I gotta say, this really makes jobs around here a lot easier when it comes to hauling firewood. I'm using it to pull things with a tow strap. Keep going, your car's okay? Or trying to get something unstuck like my tractor. So this is really a nice, good utility vehicle. And I haven't had any issues with it, but I don't beat on it too much. I don't try to get air. I don't try to get mud up to the running boards or get this thing halfway underwater. I don't do any stuff like that. It's basically just working around here, taking a little joyride now and then when I want to cool off, if it's too hot and I need some air movement, going up on top of our hill and maintaining things up there. Hopefully this fall we're going to start using some of the wood that we salvaged from the old cabin, and we're going to try to start hauling some of that up on top of the hill and making some blinds. And this will probably come in handy for doing work like that, hauling tools up there, getting wood up there, etc. So I've really enjoyed having it. I haven't had any issues with it yet. I went out and got an oil change kit for it not that long ago, changed the oil on it. I grease the fittings every once in a while. So far that's the only maintenance that I've done on it. I'll leave a link below for the oil filter change kit that I got on Amazon if you're interested, if you're overdue to have your oil changed. But so far, so good. I enjoy having this thing. It helps out around here. It really helped out when we were putting this new house up. I helped haul in some of the large piping so they could pump concrete up to this foundation from all the way down from the road to the top. Usually when I show up here, it's the first thing I pull out of the shed, put the key in it, because I know I'll be using this thing, bouncing back and forth with it, and just going all over the place. So I've been very happy with it the last 3 years. I haven't had any issues, but like I said, I don't beat on it either. So I try to take care of it, do anything unnecessary with it, just use it utility-wise, and every now and then a nice joyride. But that's going to do it for today. I appreciate everybody watching. Hope you enjoy and subscribe to these videos. Click on that little bell when you want to know when a new one's coming out. And keep an eye on us. And hopefully we get back to finishing up this project in a couple weeks. So take care, everybody.